Hello, hello, friends. Welcome back to the Blushing Mint. This is Dion. I am so happy to be here crafting with you guys today. I want to thank you so much for being subscribers and for commenting and liking and sharing my channels and my posts the last several weeks. I've truly enjoyed having you all here with me, and I just appreciate each and every one of you. So today is going to be something different, and it's going to be something different from here forward because, quite frankly, I'm bored of doing book pages. This is just how my brain works. It's been fun for the last 28 days or whatever it's been, and I'll still continue to be using these as the 100-day project because I'm still going to be continuing to create art, and quite frankly, I'm still going to be using book pages and everything else, but I was just getting a little bit bored trying to come up with new ideas and whatnot, and my creativity needed to go to a different direction. So sit back and enjoy some craft and chat with me time now. I just finished doing a flip through of this gorgeous journal. This is a leather bound double signature journal, and I just finished doing the flip through video for it, and it's going to go up on my website here probably this evening once I get all that edited and whatnot, and so watch for that. But since I finished this journal, I'm just like, you know, it's been finished, quite frankly. It's just since I've got the recording done and I just decided that I was kind of needing to move in a different direction, I thought, you know what, it's time for me to do another journal. I need to be continuing through my craft process and the things that bring me the most joy, and not that sharing my art projects and the little things that I've been doing with the book pages don't bring me joy, but I need something a little bit more broad. So anyway, I have decided that I am going to create another journal. And so I found some 8x8 pages, paper packs that I have from Tim Holtz here. I have this paper stash pack from Tim Holtz, and they are 8x8 pages. And I had a few of those in my collection, and I thought, you know what, I just need to start using up some of these things. You know, we hoard all of our favorite things, and then they just sit, and I need to be using them. So I chose some patterns. I just chose so for this signature, let's go back. So for this journal, I'm going to have 2 signatures in it. That tends to be my comfort zone because they get pretty wide. They get pretty big by the time you put all the things in them. And 2 signatures for me runs about 100 pages by the time I'm done. So I put 12 pages in there. Double-sided is like 24, 25, times 2 is 50, times 2 signatures is about 100 pages. So when you look, that every page is usable. So to me, that's no bigger than that is where I need to be at. So anyway, so I chose a couple of those Tim Holtz pages. And then I always like to have, like I said, 12 to 15 pages somewhere in there. And so then I grabbed a piece of my lace-dyed paper. So I'll kind of show you. This is one of the signatures here. This is the other signature here. And so these are my pages. And so then each one of them, and in all of my journals, I try to have a piece of my own coffee and lace dyed papers, and at some point I will do a tutorial on these. I know Maybeth has asked me for that. Several people have actually asked me for that, and quite frankly, when I did these, they turned out great, and the last couple times that I've tried to do them, they have not been so hot, and so I need to be a little bit more comfortable with my process before I truly actually share it out there with you guys. So you have to bear with me on that. So after I do my coffee dyed pages or my lace pages, then I have I had some graph pages, just some like old ledger style pages. And then, yes, we're revisiting the butterfly book because I took out a double-sided page out of the butterfly book, and I put that in there. And then each one will have an Edith Holden booklet in it. So there's the Edith Holden pages. And then I have just a piece of notebook paper, but because these journals are going to be 8x4, I needed to get rid of some of that excess. So these are going to have a pocket on those. And then I have a more grungier piece of my personal coffee dyed pages in each one. And then I have a lighter piece of coffee dyed paper in each one. I have a old book page kind of style of page in each one. And then I have a grade school writing book page in each one. And these were a little long. So again, this is going to become a tuck or either a flip out, depending upon what my mind says when we get ready to go. And then I have another coffee dyed page. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, essentially 12 pages so far. And mind you, I will add and subtract, or you know, I may add additional things as I go along. So I like to kind of start with 12, and sometimes we end up with somewhere around 15. You know, who really knows what it looks like by the end of the time that it's done. So anyway, so I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to turn the camera on and you guys can hang out with me, and I'll try to keep these to that 30-45 minutes each day as I actually walk through how I create a journal. Now, I hope that I can talk and craft at the same time. That tends to be a stumbling block for me. I get hung up crafting or thinking, and I forget that I'm talking. I'm supposed to be carrying on a conversation. So if that happens, you know, you'll just have to talk amongst yourselves or something, because, you know, I get tied up in my own process. So, but I will try very hard to stay on task and in tune to the fact that you guys are hanging out with me through this process. So the first thing I do is I kind of decide how I want my pages to lay out. So I know that one of these two pages is going to be my cover, and for this one I'm actually not so much my cover, it's just the front page of the journal, because I will build an actual cover for it. But this is just like for the first page of the signature, so to speak. So for this one, this is going to be my first page. And then I have to decide kind of how I want my other pages to line out within the signature itself. So I just kind of lay them all in here and see what I think. Now, first off, I don't know if I want, on this one, I definitely want the Edith Holden page, because this is truly a double spread Edith page. And so in order to get the full impact of this page, it needs to be the actual center of my journal. of my signature. So I know that this page here is for sure going to be the center of my signature. And then I know this is going to be my cover. So then everything else is just going to fall within these, within that parameter of what I'm seeing. I like those two together. I like that. Book page to book page. This to that. Okay, I like that. So this is going to be our first signature, and this is going to be the one that I am going to get started working on. As you can see, first off, I have pages that are too wide for my signature itself. So then I need to go in and I need to decide if I'm going to make them pockets, if I'm going to make them flip outs, what exactly I'm going to make of that. And then this page here might be just too, let's see how wide this is exactly. Yep. So this is too wide, but it's only got a half of an inch. It's only basically a half of an inch too wide. And so that really doesn't give me enough room to play with. As far as folding, let me see. Let me see how I feel. Maybe I can do a little narrow tuck. That's not horrible. Okay, yeah, because I don't lose the integrity of the picture to do that, and then I can have a tuck or a flip on each end. So, so that's the first thing I address, is I address the width of any pages that don't fall within my 8x4 is what this journal size is going to be. As the center of the signature, I know that these are just going to get folded in. They're not going to get glued down or anything like that, because I want you to be able to read the description that she has written inside of these pages. That's the beauty of the Edith Holden books, is that it's her diary. It's her diary of what she has experienced out in nature, and it's absolutely lovely. And so I don't want to lose the integrity of any of that. Plus, then you don't lose the images on the other sides and or any poetry or anything that's written on that other side. So I like to keep those pages as intact as possible without cutting them off. So then with my lace print here, I think I don't like that side as much. So I'm gonna this will become a pocket on this side. There, and then same thing probably here, just because I like the outside picture, or I like the outside image of this lace more than, or maybe I don't know. But for now, I'll keep it. I can always refold or anything at any time. So For now, this is what it's going to look like. And now I know that I am not a stickler on my page edges having to be perfect, because I add lace, and I know that this that my front covers get lace. I know that my lace papers usually get lace or ruffles. And then I may do lace or ruffles on either of those pages. So I'm going to decorate as we go on that. So, but primarily this is how I begin a signature. So, and then I do not sew my signatures into my covers, nor do I create my covers until I've got a good feel for what I'm doing inside my journal. And then, and so right now I'm going to actually just get started on creating some pockets, some tucks, adding some embellishments, and getting this signature started like a journal. So I'm going to step back for a second, and I'm going to grab a bunch of those 100-day projects that we've been creating. I have had them all in a pile here. So I'm going to grab some of these, and I'm not ready for several of them, but there are things that I can grab out of this collection that I can get started using right away. Okay, so now like this is a flip, and this will be gorgeous. I mean, just look at that beside that front cover. It will be absolutely gorgeous. So then I need to decide where in this journal I would like this hidden journaling flip to go. So part of me yes. What I want to do first off is I want to grab a stencil. Here, and I want to add some quick stenciling to this. Because I need it to be pretty. So I'm just going to add a little quick stencil in here. And again, when I do my stenciling, it's kind of a hit or miss kind of thing. I don't think it has to be perfect. And I use these super cheap makeup brushes that I got from Wish or one of those random places. Maybe it was Amazon. I don't know. They were super cheap. Okay, so that just adds a little extra something to that journaling spot when it flips up. And so I'm going to put that back here. Try to keep my space neater for you since, you know. And then I'm going to grab my page where I thought I might like it. And I'm going to grab my page, and I am going to just go ahead. Now, all I need to do when I glue this in is I just need to glue this hinge right here is the only thing that needs to get glued in my image. for my spot. I'm sorry, the alarms are going off at my daughter's house, so give me a second to, not that there's a problem. We've got contractors there, and I forgot to snooze the alarms. Okay, so got that done, so that should stop. So anyway, I'm just going to glue this right here. Is the only piece of this that needs to get glued in. And that will allow it to flip properly. Want to make sure that my page is going the right direction before because, you know, I have been known to glue stuff in upside down and all that jazz. So anyway, as I craft, tell me how you guys have been. Tell me what you're working on. Has spring sprung for you guys yet? Oh my goodness sakes alive. I am telling you, if spring does not show up here in Montana sooner or later, I literally don't know. I'm going to have to get a new zip code. I am going to have to get a new zip code. Simple as that, because I am over this winter. I'm over it. Okay, so just like that, there is our hidden journaling spot. And now what I may do here is I could bring my stencil all through here, which I think I will do that, is I'm actually going to bring the stenciling right down into this page here, just to make it cohesive. I do believe. But yes, I am telling you, winter has well overstayed its welcome. Well overstayed its welcome. I am beyond over it. So yes, I have got to find a zip code that actually has some form of spring happening, because it is cold here today. I mean, we had snow. Let's see, was that Monday we got snow, I think? Today is, honestly, I think today is Wednesday, maybe? I wasn't even supposed to be around, so I'm kind of messed up on my dates, but I want to say today is Wednesday. But we got snow on Monday, and it's just cold. It's just cold here. Like, I had to turn the heat up. I'm in an extra sweatshirt. Not happy about our lack of spring. Yes, I love this. So there we go. So that's that. And then I try to keep these pages in order in my book. So I just set it aside as I'm creating on something. Okay. And so there is our first embellishments done in our journal. Okay. So then what other little things have we been making that I can use in this journal? We know we will use some of these envelopes and coin envelopes. Now, do I have... Let's see. Let's see. Trying to keep all these things together. Have this pocket. This is too wide. That's too wide. I know we could use this in here. And I like this with this as well. So I'm going to want to keep it with it. But I just don't know where I'm going to use it. So I will just tuck it into the center of my book so that as I go along, I remember that that's something that I want to use. I'm thinking That one's a little too long. Those are too long to use. Not that I can't cut it off. I like these colors better. I like these colors better, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tuck this one into here as well, even though we're not working on that, but sometimes I have to do that just to keep myself on track of what I'm thinking. I have butterflies in here, and this is too wide, so I'm not going to mess with those. I know those pockets are too wide, as is this. Ooh, now that, on the back of that, oh, I love that. So I'm tucking that aside. Again, I know I'm not working on it, but this is how my process is. As I go through things, I like to just tuck as I have them, as I see them. That way, pardon me, I make sure that I will use them along the way. And then also this color here with these, I like that. So tuck. And then over here, I have this bird and this bird. This is the beauty of doing mass makes too, where you make ephemera ahead of time. It's so much easier to just be able to put these things. Oh, I like that with that page. Yeah, it's so much easier to just grab things, and your journals and your books and stuff come together so much quicker because you've already got a lot of the ephemera and the embellishments made up. So that makes it really fun and quick to get things done. Those are too wide. Then we have the hidden paper clips. And I like these. And I'm thinking this one with this book. And what I do in one signature in a journal, I tend to do similar but not in the same spaces in another journal. So if I have a hidden paper clip in the first one, I will probably have a hidden paper clip in the second signature. It just kind of, you know, repeats the process. And so that this is not a science. This is not how it has to be done. This is my method of what I do. I like that one as well. So I'm going to tuck that. Okay. Then this is the right size of a triple pocket. And so I may decorate that for one of those. These are too wide. Okay. So of the ephemera that we have made, I have used, I will probably also, let's just say I'm going to use this. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. I will use this on this signature somewhere. And I have this one here that we will use in this signature. So we'll go ahead and use those as well. And then I am going to go ahead and tuck these back, get those off my desk. So now you are seeing how my process kind of comes together. So we've got our 12 pages, and then we have got 3, 4, we've already done 5, 6 pieces of ephemera already done for this signature, just because we've had our mass makes. Now, now the thing is where are we going to put them, and you know, how it comes together from here. So for today, I'm going to call that a video for you guys, just kind of showing you how I chose my papers, how I kind of put my papers together to create the signature portion of the journal, and then choosing some of my ephemera, and then getting started in placing that ephemera to create what is going to become our next journal. So for today, guys, that's going to be my little process video and my little craft and chat with you guys. I hope you will comment below and tell me what you think of this, if this is something that you would like to see more of, or as always, anything that you'd like to see more of. I know that I'm going to get a copy dyed paper collection video going, and I've got several other things that I know I want to get going for you guys. But for now, I need to do a little creating of another journal, and so I hope you guys want to come along with me on this. Comment below, tell me what you think. As always, thank you for being loyal subscribers, for liking, for sharing, and for just being here hanging out with me. Until the next video, I hope you guys are well. Take care, and we'll chat in the next video. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.